Well, as long as they don't sting me, we'll be all right.
What about me, buddy? That's where we separate the men from the boys.
Just don't do no rapid movement. This mash, it looks good.
Oh, God, Tim, they're flying around my head, man.
But, you know, there's a lot riding on this because now we've done put it all in this barrel. My dad's legacy, where we came from the backwoods.
That's all that's left to do, ain't it? Pitch that yeast.
I mean, if this doesn't work, I just lost like 10 years of my time going legal.
This is how we make the moonshine.
How about that water right there, huh? That's what I'm talking about. To make moonshine right, you need to make it right here and on the side of the creek.
In Culpeper County, Virginia, after sales of his traditional Climax moonshine plummeted, outlaw liquor man turned legal distiller Tim Smith enlisted Stillhand Howard to help him develop a brand new buckwheat honey recipe to appeal to a younger generation.
Well, today is the day we're gonna mash in, and I don't wanna lose where I came from. You know, where I came from was that corn, that rye, and that barley. It's my dad's recipe. You know, we came out of the woods, we went legal. We're gonna put this together, hopefully save my legacy and my business. Well, let's do the grain first, get that right, and then we're gonna tweak it with the honey.
First ingredient, big dog.
I need to develop this honey recipe and get something on the shelf that sells very fast.
Let's something make up a little cornbread.
Right now, there's a lot of employees that's depending on me. I'm trying to keep this whole brand afloat here. This right here is regular Climax mash bill. I want to take a test and find out, you know, where we at right now with the sugar level, just with the grains and water. All right, and normally when I put the grains and water and sugar together, I come out about 16% sugar level.
So you want to see where you're sitting without the sugar.
Anything under 20% I think is good, but I know a regular mash bill is about 15, 16, 17%,
Yeah.
right? You know, working with honey, very high risk of messing this up because I've never worked with it before. I don't have any experience with it. And it's also expensive. And I only got one shot at it because I got one bucket. If this messes up, we're out of business.
It looks like you got one of them things you make labels with right there.
That's a sugar meter. So we'll know what percentage of sugar is in honey concentration to mash it in. Let's get a little sample. Now, when we add a pound of honey, I'm not sure what that concentration is, equal value to sugar is. But right now we got 2.3 sugar level with just the starch and the corn. We're gonna add that honey to it until we can get to 16. At the end of the day, when I merge it in with the corn, barley, and rye, it's gotta be somewhere around 16. Don't spill it. All right, come on in there. And then the difference is, this is gonna have honey flavor and also sugar at the same content. Got it. Okay. All right, put the top on for them bees get in here.
Yeah.
Them bees is already out there. They done sent scouts out here already. Because you know when they go back and they tell the queen bee,
I don't blame
next thing you know, a whole swarm will come in here. Let me get my measuring tool here.
So we're at 2.3. Our goal is to make 16%, right?
I don't know if I got enough or not.
Oh.
6.9, Hal.
We're not halfway there yet, but we're close.
Better than
All right. Right about there.
All right, keep stirring.
I got you.
See where we at now.
I like this idea of this little gadget, Tim. I mean, that's pretty smart of you, man. I would have never thought of it as a reflectometer.
All right, so let's see here what we got.
We need a little bit more love there.
Don't need much.
Dude, that is impossible right there. For us to hit it dead on the nose. There ain't no way, Tim. That's too perfect, man.
I just hope it's good enough to match up with these guys, these big guys. You know, these big companies, they got a lot of money.
Is that flavor gonna carry over?
I don't know. But one thing about it, how we got that, so now we gotta cut this off.
Oh, man.
Transfer it over to the trash can.
Oh, Lord, Tim. The bees, they're everywhere, man.
I told you that one bee.
Yeah, well, that one bee wouldn't done a lot of talking. I mean, he brought all his family.
Well, as long as they don't sting me, we'll be all right.
What about me, buddy? That's where we separate the men from the boys.
Just don't do no rapid movement. This mash, it looks good.
Oh, God, Tim, they're flying around my head, man.
But, you know, there's a lot riding on this because now we've done put it all in this barrel. My dad's legacy, where we came from the backwoods.
That's all that's left to do, ain't it? Pitch that yeast.
I mean, if this doesn't work, I just lost like 10 years of my time going legal. All right, let's get out of here.
Well, this is the moment of truth right here, Tim. I mean, you're going up against the likes of all the big names, the big wigs. You know, they've been in the game. They got a lot of skin in this game.
Yeah, watch these rocks here.
Yeah, well, they better watch the rocks. We're gonna drop on them with this mash right here.
It's a lot riding on this. Now, if I don't get this right, I gotta go back to Connecticut if I mess this honey up. That's another trip. There's more days, more money involved to get this honey and start all over again.
Come on.
This could be really bad.
Well,
That's pretty good.
looks pretty good.
I mean, it's a good mash bill.
Damn right.
And I still pick up some of the honey, but it ain't quite what I thought it was gonna
It
be.
fell off a little.
You know, it is good mash. It's a little bit different, nothing wrong with it, but is it good enough to go against the big guys or not? I don't know that. It's like we need something else.
We need something to put that right back over the top, you know what I mean? It's like the cherry on top.
Well, maybe that's what we need to add a cherry or something.
Fruit wouldn't be a bad idea, Tim, because you have said it yourself. You look at the market, you see the different flavors of fruits there. If you add a fruit to the honey,
Yeah, but what fruit though? I mean, wow, that could be something different. No one else has a honey lemon, honey banana, or nothing like that. So I need to add some kind of fruit. Now, what is that fruit? I have no idea at this point. All right, we're gonna get some fruit. Come on, Howard, to my laboratory. Come into my kitchen. Me and Howard, I think we gotta go through a bunch of different fruits here, find out what does pair with the honey. If we can do this, then we'll know that would go good in the still. But think about it, Howard. You know, the mash that we made with the honey, great, but it's not gonna stand up against those big guys. So let's make sure we pick the right fruit.
no, I agree with you. I mean, there's a lot of decisions here, but I think we can narrow it down.
All right, that's all right.
See, that train came in clutch, didn't it?
Not bad. I'm tasting more apple than the honey. It's kind of like the apple overpowers that honey. This is just really too strong. It don't go together.
I think we're gonna have a lot better fruits in front of
Well,
us.
have a blueberry then.
You can't never go wrong with a blueberry.
Well, I mean, I guess we're eating good, right? Fruit,
Healthy.
natural honey.
That honey masked the bitterness of the blueberry. You know how blueberries got a little bit of tart to it? That's gone with that honey.
It's better than apple.
What do you want to go to next? We got the pears.
pear. Let's get the
I
pear.
love pear. I think the pear is gonna pair well with the honey. We tried everything under the sun here.
I'm tasting more honey. I ain't getting no pear.
Yeah. I think we need something a little tardier. You know, something's gonna have to stand out. You got your grapes and everything that comes off fine. It doesn't do anything to complement the honey at all. That's perfect wine. That's not what we're looking for. You know, we've tried kiwis, muscadines, all things that I love.
That strawberry got some flavor.
But at the end of the day, when it comes down to something that's gonna marriage well with the honey, is actually your berries.
I mean, strawberry is so powerful.
But is this a strawberry whiskey or is this a honey type whiskey?
Well, it's honey.
Exactly. We can't get away from what we got us here. We can't have that be the main character.
Give me a raspberry. They easy. I ain't got to peel it.
No, they're ready to
Ain't
go.
got no seed in it neither. Look at that. Well,
Damn.
that tastes better than a blueberry. I like that now.
You get the honey, you get the raspberry, you get the honey back. That's up there with the blueberries. We got a decision to make here.
I'm kind of favoring a raspberry.
I am too.
Give me another raspberry.
I like the way you're thinking.
Well, you know, when I'm tasting this raspberry, dipping it into the honey, it's got a sweetness, it's got that tartness to it, it's got the right juices to it. Something about it is totally different than any of the other berries I taste.
I think you got a recipe for success right there.
If this doesn't work, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. Not too bad. Well, you know, today's the day. We're gonna set the still up on the creek bank just like I did back in the day, you know, 50 years ago. You know, people think that making moonshine, you're crooked. Well, you gotta be level to make good moonshine. This honey raspberry flavored whiskey. There's a twist on an old recipe, which is a corn boiling rice. This is my dad's recipe, actually, but I've never added a fruit to a grain. I've never added honey to a grain. My legacy and my business is on the line here.
All right, Tim. Here goes nothing.
We got water, Howard. All right, let's get the mash, get in the pot. I need to get something on the shelf that sells very fast because right now, we're not selling anything. This is a legal business. This is not Tim back in the backwoods. We got a lot of employees here that really depend on me. If the business goes down, the brand goes down. If the moonshine don't sell, next thing you know, they find another job. And maybe me too. I want to put some honey in the thumper to enhance that flavor, you know. Let's put these raspberries in there too.
This already tells me it's gonna be top shelf.
Raspberry and honey is gonna go into the thumper. The mash is gonna go in the still. I'm ready to put some fire in it.
I got gas for you.
Probably put the honey in it, because it's gotta be heating up. I think that's good, huh? Yeah, get that.
Come on, Molly. If this comes out anything like that tasting that bucket, you have got liquid gold on your hands.
Just wherever you see a crack at.
Woo, that's warm. Thing's gonna be producing here pretty quickly, son.
This is the day that we can find out if this raspberry honey is gonna be a hit or a failure.
Or T-minus about 2-3 minutes from alcohol.
And this is a real deal. We made a good mash. We put it all in. We got the pot cooking. Now, it doesn't mean anything until it comes out. Now, when it comes out, it's got to be top shelf. All right, there you go, honey.
Uh-oh.
Look at that. Money's coming right there.
That's the money, honey.
Yeah. You know, this is kind of like make it or break it. Hopefully, whatever comes out of that pot is going to keep this legacy rolling. That's what we want, that flavor.
That's good stuff right there.
We're just tasting this, I'm getting all the flavors that I'm looking for. I mean, I'm getting the original climax flavor, and then we got the bold flavor of that honey. And then we have a fruit flavor from the raspberry. We got something
That's
right there.
dynamite in a jar, son. That honey raspberry is definitely there. This right here is gonna knock it out of the park.
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing else better out there. This is top shelf for sure. New generation, they want flavored whiskeys, and that's what they're gonna get. All right, get that lid. We don't want to lose that honey.
No.
I think we got a hit. I can't wait to get this out on the market. This is the future of Tim Smith and the Climax brand. All right, let's go. All right.